Casey here with 911 Motorsports, and in this video today we're talking all about plasma cutters, from the really cheap ones to the really expensive ones and everything in between. We're going to be trying to describe to you the difference into torches, the cutters, the cutting capabilities, and which one that is best for your application depending on what you're using your plasma cutter for. We'll start by doing a brief description of the different machines, price points, and cutting capabilities. Down the line here, this is a 35 amp machine. It costs about 130 bucks and you're getting about a 1/4 inch of cutting capability. Up the line, we've got a 50 amp that is about 230 bucks and can do 3/8 material. Next up here, we've got this guy running at about $700 and it can cut 5/8 material. Then this guy's $800, same cutting, 5/8. Both of these the new versions of these are about $2,500 machines. Each of these can easily cut 3/4 inch material though. Now, we're gonna talk about the differences in these machines and what you get depending on what you're paying for. And the rule of thumb is you kind of get what you pay for, so the more you spend, the more you get. However, this machine right here is the one that I think is the good middle of the road. It's not breaking the bank, and it's a pretty versatile machine, especially with this torch. But we'll come back to this later. We're gonna start down the line. These little guys right here. These are both whatever Amazon brand machines. Herocut, 35. But what's important is the torch. This is the difference. This is a PT31 style torch. These are generally a 30 amp torch, and these are the consumables that you'll see for these 30 amp torches. Next up the line, this is a 50 amp plasma cutter. These guys have an AG60 or SG55 style torch. This one, we've got our little conversion ring on here, and these are the consumables that this torch uses. Both of these machines, these are the cheaper machines. Both of these are a high frequency machine, which means you basically need to start the, you need to drag this on the metal or have it really close to be able to make the cut. These are also only capable of cutting material up to about 1/4, 3/8 thick. Next up the line, we've got a prime weld machine, but what's important with this is the IPT or a PT style torch. These are 40, 50, and 60 torches are all similar, and generally your factory consumables are, this is what you get from the factory. This is our drag shield conversion kit that we sell for this, so you can actually drag cut, so you can drag cut properly. This machine, you can, same thing like the other ones, you can drag cut it with the factory consumables, but a proper drag shield is a lot better, and we will go into detail on that later. The other important thing, this torch is a Tecmo brand torch, and there are a number of plasma cutter manufacturers that are using this torch. So Everlast, Forney, Razor Cut, and other ones all use this torch in their machine. And so this is the torch that I really like. The machine, it's a cheap machine. It seems to work pretty good, but the torch is the important part. Next up the line, Eastwood Versacut. This is another fairly affordable machine, costing about 800 bucks. It can do 5/8 material. Both of these can do 5/8 pretty easily. This torch is, kind of their style torch. Not many other plasma cutters use it. It works good. It's another torch style that you're not technically supposed to drag cut with, but they do drag cut plenty fine. Now up here we've got a Hypertherm. This is an older PM600 machine. We're gonna kind of imagine this is a 45 XP machine for today. Along with this is an older thermodynamics machine. Both of these, the newer versions of these, are costing about $2,500, so the price jumps way up on these. But the benefit with these machines is you can go down to any of your welding stores and pick up consumables for them and have all the parts and accessories you need in your city, rather than all of these other machines are all mail order stuff. The consumables we don't really have consumables for this guy, but so we'll step up to the thermodynamics. This is an SL60 or SL100 style torch. The consumables, these are your standard consumables for it. And this is a drag shield that is over the factory nozzle. The cool thing about these torches is you can easily swap on to a standard. This will be for standoff cutting or anything normal. And then there's also another type of consumable. There's also another type of consumable. This is a gouging shield, and this will let you cut without having to cut through the material. So one of the benefits of these more expensive machines is it's not just a plasma cutting torch. It's more than that. You have options with the different types of cutting you want to do, which, let's go back down the line. These machines, you're limited. There's not many options as far as your consumables, along with this guy here. But these guys were the same, where you were limited in what you could get for your consumables, except now we have this drag shield setup. So this allows you to drag cut a lot easier, which is helpful because it lets you use our plasma stencils with these machines. These both have odd-sized tips on them. So if you're trying to use these machines with our plasma stencils, you'll need to get one of these little guys. This is what we call an offset ring, and it goes right over the end of this. You just kind of squeeze it on. And now this, it bumps the diameter up to work with our plasma stencils, which we don't have any of them on the table. Now we'll summarize which plasma cutter is the best for the situation you're in. These guys are great if you are new to plasma cutting or you don't expect to be doing much plasma cutting. Also, if you don't have much money. These are also really good if you're doing more artwork or lighter gauge materials. If you expect on using your machine a little bit more and you're wanting to take advantage of our plasma stencils, get something with a PT60 torch or an IPT60. I do recommend getting the 60 amp machines. Eastwood, good machine. Or up here to the name brand, your Hypertherm Miller, Thermodynamics, all of these machines. I would recommend spending more on these machines if you're going to be using it on a regular basis. These they work better, they last longer, and you can go to your local store to get one. So it depends. Personally, I am going to be using this machine a lot more in my shop, and because this torch style with this new drag shield works so much better with our plasma stencil. That's about it for this video. Make sure to watch our other one where we actually put these machines to use using our plasma stencils. We've got our accessories here, these little magnetic holders, and crosses, slots, squares, and we're also going to be using those on our new plasma table roll-arounds. We got a couple of ones here, and this other CNC table topper as well.